Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing the 1001 books tag. So I was tagged to do this by Hugo over at Scientists Reading World. So thank you, Hugo, for giving me this tag. This is actually one that I haven't done out of all of the tags that I have done on my channel. I have a huge playlist of tags, and I am very surprised when I get tagged in ones that I haven't done yet. So this is exciting. It's a new thing to do. And this one is all about lists, and I love lists. So I'm pumped. So I'm going to put all the questions in the description down below. So if you guys want to do this as well, then you can definitely check it out. But yeah, let's dive right into it. So the first one is 1001 lists. Do you follow any book lists? I don't necessarily follow any book lists. I do love lists though. Like I like making lists. And so when I make a TBR, it gets me all excited because like I have a list of books to get through. I'm also notorious for starting lists and never finishing them. I'm pretty bad for that. Like I get really excited to start a new thing, make a list of like steps for something, and then I never complete it. And I do this quite often. So yeah, that's pretty bad. But I don't know. I don't have any specific book lists. Like I know there's one for like Goodreads, or I think there's one for the Gilmore Girls. That's actually one of the examples, like Rory's list of books to read. I think those are really cool, and I would be down to try them. But like knowing myself, if I did, I wouldn't finish it. So yeah, I do enjoy lists, but I am not really currently participating in any book lists per se right now. Then we have 1001 books. And so this is asking how many books we currently own. Together, Marcus and I feel like we own more than 1,000 books. I don't know the exact number. Just myself, physical books, I would say probably 700-ish. I can't remember. I know we counted a really long time ago, but we've also accumulated a lot of books and then unhauled a lot of books at the same time. So like that would be an estimate, is around probably like 700 for me, which is a lot. And like, yeah, that's a lot of books. Like we're still trying to work out adding more bookshelves to our house because we don't have enough space for all of them. So yeah, the next part of this, like there's a second half to this question, is how many ebooks you own. Now that I think I only own probably like 50 or less. I don't have that many ebooks on my Kindle, so that one's not too bad. I don't feel too bad about that one. So yeah, but I definitely need to get a handle on the physical books and stuff because like we have a lot. Then we have 1001 books read. How many books have you approximately read in your lifetime, and do you keep track? So I haven't been keeping track my whole life, but I did start using Goodreads like in college, and so I've been keeping track since then. If I had to guess how many books I've read in my lifetime, because usually my Goodreads goal is only around like 60 books. So if I would say that I've probably read around like 400 books in my lifetime. Unless you're counting like really small chapter books from when we were kids, then I could probably say more. But I would estimate around like 400 some. So yeah, and I am keeping track now, so that number's only going to grow. Then we have 1001 Arabian Nights, and this is asking if you have read any of the stories from Arabian Nights. If so, which one is your favorite? And if not, do you want to? So I actually don't even know what this is. I yeah, I have no idea. So I don't know if I want to. I think this is something that I would have to research to see if it's something that interests me, but up until now, I had no idea what that was. So yeah, I don't know. Next up is cater to food, and it's 1001 flavors. So this is, do you have a favorite food or flavor? My favorite food up until now has been grilled cheeses. Like if I ever go to a restaurant, which is kind of funny, like I like to try different kinds of grilled cheeses from all over. And you can do so many things with grilled cheese. Like you can add different vegetables into the grilled cheese. You can do different spices, different like sauces to go with it. And they're just so good. I also really, really, really like Taco Bell. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in those tacos, but like that stuff is my crack. I I love it. I love it so much. Not that I endorse doing crack. That is not good. But tacos are good. Next up is 1001 pages, and this is asking if you've read a book that is over 1001 pages, and if you have, would you recommend it? If not, what is the longest book you read? I definitely have not read a book over 1001 pages. You guys, I think that 400-page books are big books and are intimidating. So, like 1001 pages, no, thank you. That's very intimidating. That would take me like the entire month just to read one book. And I think that's actually like the longest book I've read is probably Dark Age, which is over 800 pages. I believe it was like 800. Wait, was it 800? Or maybe it was only 750. But it was still probably the longest book I've read. And it did take me almost an entire month to read that book. I would strongly recommend it. I thought it was fantastic. And it was so good. It was just like there was so much to like there was so much contained in that book and so much that you wanted to immerse yourself in and like absorb all the information. So that's why it kind of took me longer because I was also trying to like process all the different things that were happening. But yeah, I think that was a really good one. I don't know when I will ever read a book over 1001 pages. I think some of these guys up here, if you see those ones, those are Brandon Sanderson books. I feel like some of those are over 1,000 pages. So yeah, I guess if I ever read those, then maybe I will. But we'll see because they're very intimidating. Then we have 1001 buckets. And so this is, do you have a non-bookish bucket list? And if so, what is one thing on there? So I do have a non-bookish bucket list. It's not really anywhere like written down. It's all just like up here in my head. But I do want to travel to Australia really bad. That has been like a goal of mine since I was in grade 4. My cousin went to Australia and they came back and shared their entire trip with me and told me about all the different things they did, showed me all their pictures. And so then I went on to write my speech because in grade school we had to do speeches every year, and that is just a nightmare for introverts, but that's another topic. Anyways, so I had to do a speech, and so I did my speech on Australia and learned all about it. And then in high school, because I still had that like burning passion to go to Australia, I bought a travel book about Australia. And when I worked at a resort in the summer, I would sit on my lunch breaks and just read this travel book and read about all the different places to go in Australia. I could probably tell you a lot about Australia, and I've never been there before. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it's somewhere I really want to go, and I want to experience being there at least once in my lifetime. I'm also terrified that I'll get off the plane, see a giant spider, and want to get right back on again. But that's something that I'm willing to battle. I'm willing to tackle that fear of all those deadly animals there because I want to just experience that place as a whole. Next up is 1001 numbers. So this is, do you have a lucky number? And if so, is there a story behind it? I feel like my lucky number is just number 6, and it's not really a story. I feel like this is so basic, but it's because it's my birthday number. Yeah, I have nothing else really to say about that. It's been my jersey number for like every sports team I'm on, which is not a lot. And I don't know. I just like the number 6. 1001 authors. Do you have a favorite author and or genre? So I feel like everybody, if you're new to this channel, then Pierce Brown is my favorite author. But like, if you weren't new, you know that because I talk about him quite a bit. And science fiction is my favorite genre. I really just, I love like all things space. And so anytime there's like a sci-fi book that I know is just going to capture me and have like full on space battles and just drama and just excitement, I just get so pumped. And so, yeah, I really, really enjoy science fiction. 1001 activities. Do you have a favorite outdoor activity? So I really enjoy volleyball, and beach volleyball is probably my favorite sport ever. I adore beach volleyball. I get so into it. I've had a passion for volleyball ever since I was like in grade 6, I think. And I mean, it did help that I'm a very tall person. It does help with playing volleyball. It also helps when I'm like diving around the court because if I like push off, I can reach a lot farther. So my dives are a lot more effective. And that's another reason why I like beach volleyball more than indoor volleyball because I can dive everywhere and not worry about like hurting myself. It still might hurt a little bit, but at least I'm like falling into a pit of sand rather than like a rock hard floor. So speaking of volleyball, I actually have volleyball tonight, so I'm going to be going to play. But yeah, beach volleyball is definitely my favorite outdoor activity. And if I can't have volleyball, it would be swimming. The next thing is 1001 book clubs, and it's not a question. It's supposed to be a prompt from me to ask you guys if I should start a book club, but I'm going to shut that down right now because I'm already committed to too many things and I cannot handle one more. Like I'm already part of the Phase and Gaze book club that I'm participating in monthly, and I just have other things on the go and lots of ideas up here that like I want to get out into videos for you guys. And if I do another book club, no, it's just I'm not going to have time. And then the last one is 10 plus 01. So you're supposed to tag 11 people for this. But I'm not really going to tag anybody. I'm just going to leave it open to anybody that wants to do this tag. Like I said below, I'll put all the questions in the description down below, as well as Hugo's video and the link to the original video. So you guys can go check those out as well. Anyways, that's it for my video, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and let me know if you have any specific answers for some of these questions that you would like to tell me, because I'm always interested to see how you guys feel about these tag questions as well. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Coffee page. Also, shout out to Kirsty, who is the new Patreon this week. Whoop whoop. I'll also put links to my bookmarks in the description down below. You guys know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post new videos. I post my videos on Mondays and Thursdays. And until next time, keep on reading.